Sagittarius, welcome to Infinite Light. My name is Shawnee. I am going to do a super quick, I mean it, a super quick love reading for you, okay? So what I want you to do, Sagittarius, is I want you to hold somebody's, like a picture of somebody in your mind, their name, how they smell, how they usually look, so on and so forth. Just hold that in your mind's eye and take a deep breath. So as you tap into their energy, I'm tapping into their energy, and we're going to read this energy, okay? Spirit, help me deliver a clear and concise message to those watching. Should anything negative pop up, immediately return it to sender. I don't want it on me, and I don't want it on the viewer. For the Sagittarius, what is the mutual energies between Sagittarius and their person, please, Spirit? What is the mutual energy between Sagittarius and their person? Confused. Both of y'all are confused, just walking around, lost, feeling invisible, feeling ignored, but then at the exact same time feeling like there's a void. You see this? A void inside. What card wanted to come out? Sneaky. Uh-oh. We got a snake in the grass. A snake in the grass. Oh. Social media. Ooh, somebody sneaking on somebody else's social media. I don't know whose energy this is. I am going to put it, fake profiles. Oh, shit. I am going to put it on the table. But Spirit, what I was going to ask was Sagittarius' person. What's the current energy of Sagittarius' person? Current energy of Sagittarius' person. Children. So this person could be like a parent. Tending to their responsibilities is what I'm getting off of this card. Or it's a person, no, I asked about their energy. I was going to say it's a person that you've known since childhood, but no, their energy right now is that they're tending to their responsibilities. They could be a parent, but even if they're not a parent, they've got stuff in their environment that they care greatly for, that they are taking care of, right? All right, so what is Sagittarius's current energy? Sagittarius energy. How do you pregnancy wanted to come out. Justice wanted to come out. Call wanted to come out. All right, you take all of those as for how they resonate. But that those weren't the cards necessarily for the collective of Sagittarius watching this. Sagittarii, how do you pluralize Sagittarius? Current energy of Sagittarius. I get chatty every time I connect to you guys. Heartstrings. This could be also to you protecting yourself. You're protecting your heart, Sagittarius. Mind games. Oh, shit. Damn, son. And then I look down and I see... I look down and I see mind games. Sagittarius, is this you? The sneaky? Is it? I don't know. Let's get some truth. How does Sagittarius person feel about the Sagittarius? How's this? Take the energy as it resonates. Don't force anything to fit. And then sometimes the energy can be reversed, okay? All right, so how does Sagittarius person feel about them? I got like 3 cards. I got talent, and then immediately I got like that Sagittarius, this person feels like you are sexually talented. And then I got risk, though. Tell me one more card. How does this person feel about the Sagittarius? Oh, 2 more cards. Hidden truth and street. They feel like you are like at a flight risk. You're a flight risk. They feel like excuse me, they feel like you're a flight risk. What do they do that? They label people as a flight risk, like if they feel like they're going to flee the country. They don't feel a depth of a connection with you. Like, what I mean by that is like they feel like you would never commit to them type thing. And then I get with the hidden truth and the street. I'm just going to go ahead and say it, Sagittarius. I think that they know that you watch them. right? So this is like the exhibit card, right? So this would be like a person's social media. I've said this before on this card. This would be like a person's social media. And the hidden truth is the secret's out. Especially with this, I think they feel you, even if you're not snooping on their social media or whatever, watching them some way, shape or form. The jig is up, right? Is what do they say? The gig is up. They they feel you, like they can feel you in their aura, in their energy. Sagittarius, it's like telepathy, right? Like you can think about a person. You ever thought about a person and then boom, they call you or they text you or they email you or they show up, right? It's like they felt, that other person felt your pool of energy towards them, like, hey, I want to talk to this person, and boom, they pop up, right? You're like, oh, I was just thinking about you. They feel that with you. This heavy telepathic connection is what I'm getting. All right, how does the, I don't know if it's two-sided. I don't know if you're just dealing with somebody who is super psychic. Let's see. How does the Sagittarius feel about this person? How does Sagittarius feel about this person? Drinks. Letting go. Divine timing. Unfinished business. All right, let's start with this drinks card. Like, for those of you, because I know some Sagittarius out there that don't drink. I know a lot of people out there nowadays that don't drink. So for those of you who do drink, still, there's so many people waking up and they're like, alcohol, I don't drink alcohol. But for those of you guys who do drink, like for you to come forward and talk to this person, it would take like liquid courage, or if you smoke, it would take you like smoking, because there's smoke in this drink as well. To come forward and talk to this person. I get heavily that you're not talking to this person, hence the sneaky energy in the background. And for those of you guys who don't smoke or drink, you're like, man, if only I smoked and drank, that would help me. That would help me have just a regular conversation with this person. This is the surrender card. Like you're letting go of control, Sagittarius, I feel, over this connection, or that this connection has on you. Because you're leaving it up to the divine. This, in your mind, this is like, this is the right person, potentially the right person, but potentially at the wrong time. And you feel like there's unfinished business that you have with this person, which could be why it is that you're watching them. Maybe you're watching them and you're saying, are they still single? So on and so forth. Give me a character card just a character card real quick for Sagittarius person. Character card for Sagittarius person. The farmer. This is an alchemist. Your person is an alchemist. Meaning they take really shitty situations and they turn them into something beautiful. They also feed other people with their energy some way, somehow. So they could work in the food industry, the service industry. They could be teachers. They could be healers. They could be a doctor. But something about this person's energy is very, it feeds other people's souls. They got the farmer card. What is, just out of curiosity, what is Sagittarius's character card for those watching, the Sagittarius watching? Child. So you could be younger than this person, Sagittarius, but I get that you are going through a stage of growth in your life more than anything. You're going through a stage of growth in your life. Hold on, let me pause the video. Just so you know, I'm pausing the video for an airplane. And wouldn't it be crazy if you were in one of these planes right now? The Sagittarius traveler. If you're not in an airplane, I know you're like, I know, right? I wish I was in an airplane. All right, okay, so what's the intention that Sagittarius has with their person? The Tower. You want things to change. because you still feel like there's unfinished business with this person. You want things to change. In what direction does the Sagittarius want things to go? The King of Cups in the reverse. You want to release the emotional baggage between that you might just not, I was going to say between you and this person, but it can be the emotional baggage that you hold inside of yourself. It's like an obsession for you at this point with the King of Cups in the reverse. It's hard for you to cope. Hard for them to cope with what, Spirit? The Knight of Swords in the upright. With the arguments. It's argumentative. The arguments that you're either having in your head or with this person, it was very argumentative. What intention does Sagittarius person have with them? What intention does Sagittarius person have with them? The Four of Swords in the upright. They have no intention with you necessarily, Sagittarius. This person is healing. They're not moving anywhere. They're evaluating their past with the Three of Swords up here, and they're looking at it with the Sword of Truth, with the Ace of Swords down here at the bottom. Another airplane. Hold on. Yet another plane you could be on, Sagittarius. And then remember the children card came out at the beginning, and I said it could be them really tending to something that they care about. You know, if they don't have children, they could be learning to care about themselves, learning to heal childhood trauma with this Four of Swords. All right, so what action is Sagittarius' person going to be taking towards them? What action, if any? The Eight of Swords, the Eight of Cups in the reverse, in the upright, sorry. No action towards you, Sagittarius. As a matter of fact, as I lay this card on the table, the way that this energy pops up is, I don't know if you can see this person walking away. So I have them on this side of the table and you on this side of the table. That's them walking away from the emotional damage. So y'all are both wanting to walk away from the emotional damage. But what I'm trying to figure out is, are you trying to come towards this person? 227 on the clock. As I say that, 12:27 on the clock. 227 for me is home. So maybe you feel, I'm trying to figure out how to say this. Like this person might be a home for you. What am I trying to say? Because there was a lot of arguments. Like home base for you. I'm saying that wrong. 227 is significant. Google it for yourself and then see what AI tells you 227 angel number is, okay? For me, it's home. All right. A place of home. Going back to basics. Boom. 227, going back to basics. That's probably what you are feeling. Like you need to go back to basics to heal yourself, to bring yourself out of the emotional damage of this. Or you want to start up something new with this person because there's unfinished business and you want to start like laying the foundation. That's the basics, like start over again. The Three of Pentacles in the reverse, but you don't know how you would do that. What intention does the Sagittarius have towards this person, their person? The Five of Swords in the reverse. You're trying to stay away from the conflict. But does that mean that the Sagittarius wants to move towards this person, like in reality? The Two of Wands in the reverse. You're trying to make, in the upright. You're trying to make a decision. You might be moving. You're trying to make a decision. The vision is still unclear for you, Sagittarius. Why is Spirit bringing this message forward for the Sagittarius? Why is Spirit bringing this message forward for the Sagittarius? The Moon in the reverse. Because you're confused and you're uncertain with the Moon in the reverse and the Two of Wands and you're just confused as to what is more stable, life as it is now or life towards this person. Again, you might be moving. You've got the whole world in your hands, literally. Sagittarius, you know what this means? You know what this means, Sagittarius? The ball is in your court. What would happen if you came towards this person, Sagittarius? What would happen if you came towards this person? Oh. Sorry, a whole bunch of cards flew out. What would happen if Sagittarius came towards this person? 2 cards. The Justice and the Wheel of Fortune. There's a lot of karma attached to this relationship. Whatever it is. Look out on the clock for 11:01, which is 111. 11:01. Yeah, look out. 10:11. Okay. Yeah, 10:11 or 11:01. That's 111. Look out on the clock when you see that. Not just 111. 10:11 or 11:01. Look out for that. Whenever you see that, your spirit's trying to tell you something about this. So what were you doing when you saw that number? What were you thinking about? What were you about to do? Ask yourself these questions. Like, awareness will really help you make a decision, Sagittarius. Should I stay or should I go is what I'm getting off of you. You're making plans for something. I think it's multiple things. I really get this idea of potentially moving. But I can't tell if right now it means you moving towards this person energetically, like to get to a point to actually talk to this person again or try to talk to this person again, or if you're like actually moving, like your house. So what would happen if you came towards this person again? You get the World card and you get the Justice card. Can you give me clarification on, there'd be a turning point. There would be a opportunity for you to tell your truth, both of you guys to tell your truth. Give me one more card, please, Spirit, on this Justice card. 5 of Wands in the upright. On the bottom of the deck. There's so much headbutting in this. Okay, so if you were to go towards this person and say something to this person, you would get an opportunity to tell your truth. What I'm getting from the cards is a 5 of Wands in the upright and the Moon card in the reverse. And so what could happen? There's 2 scenarios. Listen to what I'm saying. There's 2 scenarios. You have to reach within yourself, your own intuition as an adult, and figure out which way you want to go. The first scenario is that this person is not healed enough yet, is not mature enough yet. And so there could potentially be like another dispute, and it causes confusion for you, because you're like, I thought all I had to do was say my truth and everything was going to be okay. You see how he said that? Yeah. No. This person might still be hurting. All right. Or the second thing is that you come towards this person and you speak your truth, and then they start fighting within themselves in their head, like, is this really happening? And then they become confused and don't even know where to go from there, because inside themselves, they're like, I cannot believe that the Sagittarius just told me what they told me. Whatever your truth is, it could be like, whatever. I'm not filling in the blank. You know what your truth is. You know what your truth is. You just have to figure out what to do with it. All right, Sag, that's your reading. You make your decision based off of your own morals, your own standards, your own goals in your life. But I do love you, and I do wish for you healing. Okay? All right. Go have a blessed day. Bye.